Hi there, welcome to the EQ Jobs Library. I'm here in a nice little office with Arshed Daud. Hi Ash.
Hi Charlie.
And you're from Flexcom Solutions.
That's right, yeah.
So tell me, what is your exact job at Flexcom?
Yeah, so I'm Managing Director and Founder of Flexicom Solutions,
Brilliant.
which is an IT and communications company that was formed in October 2015.
Nice. And what does your job at the minute entail?
So as of now, it's actually building the customer base, specifically for small and medium enterprises. So we work on a business-to-business basis. And we look at all of the IT and communications requirements for a small and medium business. Mm-hmm. And that means anything from a one-man band to up to 500 employees, and effectively take them through their IT journey, their IT and communications infrastructure, and build that for them so that they can become more successful.
Great. And when you left school, was this always your ambition, or? Many
years back. It was always something in the back of my mind that I would probably want to do something on my own at some point. Mm-hmm. But it was just you need to go through a journey before you end up doing something like this, because there is a risk attached to it. So unless you're really convinced, then it's probably not the right thing to do.
Yeah. I suppose you've got to have some financial backing as well to start up your own business. And
yeah, there is financial backing that is required, but it depends how you go into it. So you need to go in with your eyes open. Yeah. You definitely need to have a view on what your business plan looks like, where your income is going to come from, what your cost profile is, and possibly a marketing plan as well. So doing all of those things, that helps you to get to that point, to understand whether it's something you can do and to sustain.
So what did you do when you first left school to sort of train you up for where you are now?
I went to university, did a BA in economics, BA honours, after which I went straight into a job all the way back in 1990 in a building society on their graduate management programme for myself. So then at that point decided to do something completely different.
Nice. What were the main things you feel you learned from your previous jobs that you use now in this job?
I think definitely interaction with people. That is a qualification in itself, because you come across different people, different backgrounds, doing different things, whether it's an educational background, a cultural background. Those things are really important for anybody in business, anybody at work. Communication and interpersonal skills, I think, are probably amongst the key ones that you really need to go out with. So I think definitely over my educational journey and certainly my occupational journey, those are the things I really value as things that I've learned.
Okay. I imagine there was lots of challenges when you first started your own business, when you sort of took the plunge and went for it. What were the main challenges?
I think the key challenges for anyone starting really is the fact that unless you've got a really unique product or a really unique service that you're going to set up and offer, it will be potentially overwhelming yourself by seeing, okay, well, there's that company doing the same thing that I'm doing, and there's another company doing the same thing that I'm doing, and how am I going to fit in, and where do I go? What do I create unique? Mm-hmm. To move things on? And I think that was probably my thought process as I was setting Flexicom Solutions up a couple of years back. I think, however, for me, having spent a fair amount of my career after the building society within the telecommunications and IT world, that actually put me in good stead, really, to have a good understanding of the market, have a good understanding of how I could potentially go to market by not necessarily being unique, but bringing something slightly different to the table.
Excellent. And being self-employed now, or owning your own business, what do you enjoy most about it?
I think it's the independence. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy the independence. So being able to juggle work life and family life.
Cool. And you mentioned growth. Where do you see the business in, say, 10 years' time, or where do you see yourself?
10 years is a long, long time, so I'm not sure at this point in time. For the near future, I think the business is going to grow. Servicing potentially about 400 to 500 customers, I would say. in the not too distant future.
Great. And finally, what advice would you give to a young person who's leaving school now who wants to get into what you do?
I would say be ambitious, because there are a lot of different angles. I think as young people, they've got many different angles that they can approach their working life or their career life with. There are many aspects of vocational education that are available now, not just, it's not just the academia, it's the experience. So ambition, I think, is one of the key things. Being real is another one. And I think the ability to be agile, so be flexible in the way they approach what they're doing now, but what they're going to be doing in the future as well, because it's quite possible that whatever they're going to be doing in 10 years' time is probably, it doesn't exist right now. So the agility needs to be there for them to be able to take that when it comes.
Would you say through the years doing what you do, there was any mistakes or anything that you would change looking back?
So I potentially wouldn't call a mistake in one's working life, because every day is about development.
Mm-hmm.
So each mistake that anybody makes is a development opportunity, and so that's how I would view it, right? So long as you learn from those, and so long as you move out of that zone where you think, oh my God, I made a mistake, and that's how it should be treated, right? It's an opportunity. I would say I've had plenty of opportunities. Right, so I have learnt over my working life. Of course, there have been instances where I think, yeah, definitely there are angles where I could have performed differently, whether it be through the way I approached a particular issue or a problem, or whether it be through the way I may have discussed it or considered a particular scenario. But in actual fact, there's probably very little that I would change, because each and every of those moments have been a development opportunity for myself, and that's probably what's led me to do what I'm doing now.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Ash. Thank you
Very
for having
welcome.
us.
All right, thank you very much.